Hi, everybody, and welcome back to Mile High Huddle SI. I am your host, Kim Becker, and joining me is publisher Chad Jensen. And Chad, Week 16 has come and gone. The Denver Broncos fell to the Los Angeles Chargers 19-16, but Jeudy dropped 5 passes. Do you think that fans should be worried about his case of the Dropsies?
Yeah, it's definitely cause to be concerned. And by the way, he was officially credited with 5 drops, but I counted maybe 6 or 7. And unfortunately, there were 2 that really just crushed the Broncos. I mean, each one is a big disappointment, but dropping a would-be touchdown, dropping a absolute dime from Drew Lock down the left seam when the Broncos are trying to come back after they tied the game, and then Justin Herbert storms down, gets 3 more points, gives the Chargers a lead. Broncos have no timeouts. They got about 40 seconds on the clock. And on second down, Drew Lock just drills Jeudy down the field, which would have been a 20-plus yard gain, probably puts him in plus territory. One more completion, and they're within field goal range for Brandon McManus. So very costly were his errors today. Not only were they prolific, and I've been covering this team a long time, and I've been watching this team for decades. I can't think of another Broncos wide receiver that had that many drops in a single game ever. And maybe there's some statistician out there that can pick a nit or pick a bone with what I'm saying here, but it was, in my view, unprecedented. So I think fans are rightly concerned or right to be concerned or worried about Jeudy. But one thing that I think the Broncos can do to really help or control this situation is, the season's about over. You got one more game left on the docket. You get into 2021 and things calm down. The Broncos are no longer slave to the week in and week out grind of preparing for an opponent. And Drew Lock and Jerry Jeudy can get those extra reps in, organize some throwing sessions, figure out how to get that chemistry so that they aren't starting from square one in 2021. But Jeudy, yes, I almost feel bad for him. If he wasn't a pro making millions of dollars, I would almost feel bad for him. But it was definitely ugly and unprecedented.
Oh, you sound like my brother. Every time something like that happens, I'm like, oh, I feel so bad. And he's like, they're out there making millions. Don't feel bad for them. So same thing. And we can't even blame the weather, the snow or anything. I'm down here, watching the Packers game on Sunday night. It's covered in snow, Lambeau Field, and we can't even use that excuse for Jeudy. So a bummer for sure for the Broncos. One more week left in the regular season of 2020. Chad, as always, thanks so much.
Thanks, Kim.